Got it. All right. Be here now. 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 Let all things be as they are. And be here right now. Just be here now. Be in this sacred space. And be here now. Be right here. And let all things go. Be here now. Be here right now. Be here right now. Be here now. Bring your full self right here. And be here now. Nothing else is more important than being here now. Let go of anything that doesn't serve you right now. And be here now. In this sacred space. Be here now. Be here now. Be here now. Be here now. Come into this room and be here now. No worries about where you have to be. Just be here now. No worries about what you have to do. Just be here now. Be here now. Breathe that in. Be here now. Be right here now. Feel your breath right now. And be here now. Be here now. Be present now. Be here now. We come together on this day, at this time and in this space, to be here now. 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 Be here now.
Beautiful, Jackie. That was Jackie Greggs and Daille Ketrell. Good morning, everyone. Be here now. This is the space of the divine. God is right here, right now. Life is happening right here, right now. Be here now. Let the day go. Let everything else go and be here. Rest in the divine, rest in God right here, right now. So this whole service is about letting go and standing in the divine. So I'm going to start with a prayer. You'll repeat after me. I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and peace. I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and joy.
Universe, accept
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and complete health.
my heart.
And so it is. That's an affirmation. Those are affirmations right there. We're affirming all those wonderful things in our lives. So thanks everybody for being here. Got a wonderful service for you today. We have practitioners around the Zoom who are holding the high watch, that are for us, that are supporting us in our knowingness of the magnificence of who we are and the magnificence of the divine, knowing that the divine is here for us, supporting us, loving us. So we have Lisa Meinert, all the way from one of the Carolinas, North or South Carolina? North Carolina. That's the wonderful thing about Zoom. And she is going to be our second practitioner. And what she does is she holds consciousness during the service, knowing the truth for us. And then at the end of the service, she gathers all the prayers together that have been sent to the office or to Marlene for prayer. And then throughout the week, when people send prayers in, she not only prays over them, but sends the prayers out to all the practitioners. So you are completely taken care of by us all week long and every week. So thank you, Lisa. Our third practitioner is Elizabeth Nauer, and she also is holding consciousness, knowing the truth about this service. Our pastoral support, who does all the stuff behind the scenes in the chat room and all that kind of good stuff, is Kathy Miller. And our first practitioner today, thank you, is Reverend Sue. And the wonderful thing about the first practitioner for whoever's doing the service is that the first practitioner prays specifically for us to get out of the way, for the divine to flow through us, for us to express the divine, that we are at peace and that we're just expressing the divine. So thank you, Sue, for doing that. And I want to bring her up to do our invocation.
Oh, thank you. Oh, so let's just take a breath together. A great big, deep breath, allowing us to be here now, allowing spirit to flow through us, allowing each cell of our being to participate as spirit expressing as each one of us. For we have come here today as the Center for Conscious Living to hold this space, to uplift each other, to bring forward the love, the joy, the happiness of being together, to pray together, to heal together, to bring forward whatever concerns we may have, and allow spirit to just take those concerns and bring forward the highest and best. For that's what is always flowing. Doesn't matter if we can see it. It doesn't matter if we can feel it, but we can know it, and we can know it for each other. Allowing this beautiful center, our spiritual family, our thoughts, our prayers for CCL as we move forward, allowing the divine to just take over and be here now, expressing itself. Knowing that each person present today is absolutely a part of the miracle that we are all expressing and feeling in this moment. I know that Reverend Paul, that each person in service, and that each person in service to each other is each of us. Blessing our practitioners, blessing our divine minister today, and allowing the beautiful, uplifting, powerful music and voice of Jackie to just flow over us in this moment. And so for all that, I give divine thanks, and so it is. Amen.
And so it is. Thank you, Sue. So I want to take a second or a minute and thank Jackie and Daille. They are such a big part of CCL. I can't thank you enough because they do 2 services a month. Whenever there's an extra week, they step up and shine. So I just want to thank you for all of your love, all of your support, all of your consciousness that flows through every word, every note. So thank you both. I love you both very much, and thank you. So let's have Jackie and Daille back.
Thank you so much. We love you.
That I know.
And speaking of love, yeah. Love, be encouraged. We'll see you through. Be the first to fill your heart with and be about. Sing a song about, and never doubt that inspirational love. It's our shelter now and always. Before and after love. Love gives you courage, heals your heart. It's the best thing you can go wrong with, 'cause it's eternal and it has no end. So stand on up for full dimensional love. It's our shelter now and always. Love, before and after love. Mother, there's too many of you crying. Oh, brother, there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love right here today. Oh, Father, we don't need to escalate. War is never the answer, for only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love right here today. Oh, love gives you courage, heals your heart. It's the best thing you can go wrong with, 'cause it's eternal and it has no end. So stand on up for full dimensional love. It's our shelter now and always. Before and after love. Love gives you courage, heals your heart. It's the best thing you can't go wrong with. It's eternal and it has no end. So stand on up for full dimensional love. It's our shelter now and always. Love, before and after love.
And so it is. Thanks, Jackie and Daille. Love, it's our nature. It's the truth of who we are. So I'd like to bring back up Reverend Sulak to do our inspirational reading and our affirmation.
Thank you. That was fabulous. When Reverend Paul told me that he was speaking about happiness, I was led to do a few little things here with readings and just allow Spirit to help us find a little joy today. So the first thing I'm going to show you is a little purse that my dear husband Frank gave me. And it says, all you need is faith, trust, and a little pixie dust. I think it really works. And to tell us that, here we have Tinkerbell who's saying, flirt with magic. Flirt with magic today. Flirt with magic in this service, because what Spirit does for us is pretty magical. The first reading I'm going to take us on a journey with is this incredible book. It's called Lasting Happiness in a Changing World. And it's a beautiful book. It's called The Book of Joy. And it's all about conversations between Archbishop Desmond Tutu and the Dalai Lama. It's extraordinary. If you have a chance to, even if you just pick it up and glance, it's fabulous. So let's start with that. Hang on a second here. Just back here. Thank you. Sorry about that. So again, that's from the Joy. Neither the Archbishop nor the Dalai Lama spent a great deal of time talking about enjoyment. Perhaps because both of their traditions are skeptical of finding lasting happiness through sensual indulgence. But I had been happy to find that neither of them was opposed to the pleasures permitted in their spiritual lives, whether Tibetan rice pudding or rum raisin ice cream. Gratitude is the elevation of enjoyment, the ennobling of enjoyment. Gratitude is one of the key dimensions that Ekman lists as his definition of joy. Gratitude is the recognition of all that holds us in the web of life and all that has made it possible to have the life that we have and the moment that we are experiencing. Thanksgiving is a natural response to life and may not be the only way to savor it, but both Christian and Buddhist traditions, perhaps all spiritual traditions, recognize the importance of gratefulness. It allows us to shift our perspective, as the Dalai Lama and the Archbishop counseled, toward all we have been given and all we have. It moves us away from the narrow-minded focus on fault and lack and to the wider perspective of benefit and abundance. Brother David Siddell Rash, a Catholic Benedictine monk and scholar who spent a great deal of time in Christian Buddhist interfaith dialogue, has explained, it is not happiness that makes us grateful. It is gratefulness that makes us happy. Every moment is a gift. There is no certainty that we will even live another moment. With all the opportunities that it contains, the gift within every gift is the opportunity that it offers. Most often, it is an opportunity to enjoy it, but sometimes it's a difficult gift. It can be a very difficult gift that has been given us, and that it can be the opportunity to rise to the challenge. The Dalai Lama's ability to be grateful for the opportunities that exist, even in exile, was his profound shift in perspective, allowing him not only to accept the reality of his circumstances, but also to see the opportunity in every experience. Acceptance means not fighting reality. Gratitude means embracing reality. It means moving from counting your burdens to counting your blessings. As the Archbishop had recommended, both as an antidote to envy and a recipe for appreciating our own lives. And last but not least, Living the Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes. Do you wish to be happy? This is a foolish question, for who would not be happy? Someone has said that we used to think we had to be well in order to be happy. But now we know that we must be happy in order to be well. Happiness must be based on an inward sense of security, a sense of belonging to life and to each other, a desire to give, to be kind and compassionate, and to be able to put ourselves in the other person's position. Children are happy because they have not learned to be afraid. There can be no happiness where fear is, and we are all children, not so much of a larger size as of a broader experience. There is a little boy or a little girl inside each one of us, a child just emerging from the unknown, meeting experiences and learning how to live. The spontaneous joy of the child playing on the shore, the gladness of meeting the new day with the expectation of pleasure, and the quiet peace of rest at night, untroubled by inner conflicts. This is what we all long for. And this is what faith does for us. It makes no difference what form it takes as long as it's sincere. And so if you'll join me in the affirmation, please. The beauty and grace of the divine within me acknowledges and honors the beauty and grace of the divine within you. We are one love, brilliantly felt and expressed. Namaste. Thank you.
Beautiful, Reverend Sue. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, as Reverend Sue was just alluding to, I said this in the newsletter, I was many times I'll get an inspiration for the talk well in advance. And so much had been going on in my life recently that I hadn't been tuned in. So I tuned in. I was concerned. I thought, oh, wow, what am I going to talk about this week? And what instantly came to me was happiness is a state of mind. And I went, that's true. I know that truth. I can stand in that truth. And then the next thought was, not only is it a state of mind, but happiness is a choice that we choose to be happy, or we choose to be sad, or we choose to whatever's showing up in our lives. But I want us to choose happiness. And we learn in foundations, we talk about the creative aspect of the divine, and that our subjective mind is one with the subjective mind of the divine. And as we think, the subjective mind of the divine creates it. It is put into the law, and the law goes, here you go. It has no personal judgment. It doesn't judge. It says, okay, you're putting that into me. Boom, here we go. So we want to be cognizant, conscious. We're the Center for Conscious Living. We want to be consciousness about what we're putting into the law. Because if we're putting happiness into the law, that's what's created in our world. Holmes says, or Abraham Hicks says, and Holmes affirms it also, we create our own reality. That our thoughts are creating the world around us, what we see, what comes into our purview. And this was so cool because yesterday I was helping my daughter pick some stuff up in North Jersey. So it was like an hour and a half away. And because they're moving into a new house and they needed stuff. And so we were on the drive. She goes, I got a couple books here. What do you want to listen to? And she said, I got this book called What Happened to You? And it's by Bruce D. Perry and Oprah Winfrey. And I said, all right, I'll listen. And I was instantly enthralled in this book because John D. Perry, Dr. Perry, has worked with the mind. He's a clinical psychiatrist, and he breaks the mind up into 4 elements, or 4 areas. And what he talks about is our projection, our mind, our beliefs, our thoughts projected out into the world, and then the world shows up like that. He tells this brilliant story about he was trapped in the Chicago airport, and it's snowing madly. So there's delays after delays after delays, and everybody's just on their edge of their seat going, God, is this plane going to be, is it ever going to take off? Is it going to be canceled? And when are we going to get out of here? And I've got to get to here and there and there and there. And he was looking around at the people that were there, and he saw this little girl and the 2 parents that are with her, and how she's walking around touching everything and just beaming smile on her face, and just so enthralled with, oh, I get to see this and I get to feel this, and isn't life wonderful? And there was an older gentleman sitting next to him that was in a decked out, and his clothes were very expensive. He had a Rolex watch on, and he had the New York Times sitting there, and as the time is going on, he can sit there and see this gentleman with this newspaper just snapping it and just wanting to get out of there and just not having any control over it. And then finally the gate person comes on and says, oh, we're delayed for another so-and-so, and he's lost it. He's had it. So he goes up to the counter and he says, I'm a gold member. I know people on the board. I want to see a supervisor now. I've got a conference to get to, and I've got to be there. And everybody in the area just stopped. It was all completely silent, focused on this guy. And the gate agent says, sir, we're doing the best we can. And points to the snow outside that's just pouring down, and says, we can't do anything about the weather. And the man huffs back and sits down in his seat, and this little girl walks over. No, he looks at the little girl, and the little girl has got her head cocked, and she's trying to figure out why everybody's quiet. And the little girl goes over to the man, and she puts her hands on his knees and beams, just smiles up at him. And he looks down at her and frowns and takes the newspaper and snaps it, just right in her face, and starts reading the newspaper. And Bruce, the psychologist, looks at him and goes, in my world projection, in my view of the world, this guy's a jerk. He's gone up, he's a jerk. And now he's going to do this to this little girl. He's going to be a jerk to this little girl. But the little girl wasn't having any of it. She grabs the paper out of his hands and just laughs and beams, because to her view of the world is people are good, people are nice, people are caring. And she saw the good in this guy, and she grabs the paper and rips it down and smiles. And he looks down at her, and he starts to smile. And he plays with this little girl for about a half hour. He gets down on his hands and knees on this very expensive pants and outfit, and gives her a horsey-back ride at one point. And she saw the good in him, because that's what she was projecting into the world. Dr. Perry says, we elicit from the world what we project into it. Worldview about humans, people, are safe and predictable and caring. If that's our worldview, then that's what shows up. Because of our thoughts and our beliefs. If that's our thoughts and our belief, that's what shows up in the world. If our view of the world is people are good, people are good, then we anticipate good things from people. We anticipate it. We know it. We're projecting that into the world. And then what shows up for us are people are good. We project that expectation into our interactions with others, and thereby actually eliciting good from others. Because we're drawing that out of others. Our internal view of the world becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. That what we're putting out into the world is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Whether it's negative or positive, it's showing back up. It's coming into our purview, into our experience, because that's what we're putting out there. That's what we're knowing. So if we want to be happy, that we have to stand in I'm happy. Because it's all from within out. If we want to be happy, we've got to find the happiness in our lives. Reverend Sue was just talking about it, gratitude. Being grateful for the things that we have in our lives. Abraham Hicks does this exercise, and I just love it. Esther was talking, she and Jerry were driving somewhere. It didn't matter, but they were in the monster bus. And she turned to Jerry and said, tell me of the Del Mar house. And the Del Mar house is built, it's done. It's not in the process, it's done. But it's some place that calls to them and that they love dearly. And so Jerry, for the next hour and a half, described everything about the Del Mar house. And in that moment, they were transported to the Del Mar house and the happiness and the joy that they felt in that space. Because they chose to do that. She said, tell me about the Del Mar house. And he knew exactly what she meant. And he started describing all of the pictures and the rooms and everything he could remember about the Del Mar house. Because it was so precious to both of them. And it instantly brought them to that point. They were happy in that moment. And they weren't even there. They weren't in the Del Mar house. And Abraham Hicks talks about the same thing about what our desires are. If we desire a new home, picture that home. Picture that house that just you love going there, that it is a haven, that it is mine by divine right, that God has given me this house. And feel it and get into it. And know that that is so. And you get all of the angst, all of the, oh, well, where's it going to come from? And boy, I can't afford it. And all of this. And you get into the happiness of it. You choose to be there. You choose to be happy. Because it's a choice, just like anger and resentment and this isn't going to work out and that's not going to work out. Because if we project into the world that life sucks and then you die, then life's going to suck and then you die. And there's no happiness there. There's only that life is not going to go well. And we know from Ernest Holmes that God is for us, that the divine wants nothing but our highest and best. So if we stand in that, then that informs our thinking and what we're projecting into the world. Holmes says, if we're speaking from the standpoint of the spirit, then there can be no opposite to it. There can be no opposite. There is no opposite to the divine and the divine love. It is only when we when we let go of all human will and recognize the pure essence of the spiritual principle incarnated in us, that through that thought rises above the belief of duality, that we know the presence of the only presence and the only power in the universe is the divine. We should consistently visualize our faith by knowing that the eternal, is incarnated in us, that God himself goes forth anew into creation through each one of us, and that in such degree as we speak the truth, the Almighty is spoken. So to the degree that we embody the divine is what shows up in our lives. If we embody the divine shows up, and it shows up in all the people around us. If we're standing in that good, if we're seeing the world as good, or if we're seeing people as good, just like this little child, we elicit and draw forth the good in people around us. It's the law of attraction, because we're putting it out there, we're putting it into the law, and the law goes, here you go. Here you go. Here are all these good people, because we're looking for it. We're standing in the knowingness that God is for us, that God loves us, and this is a good world. That good and more good is ours by divine right. And we project that into the world. And what shows up is the world is good. And if we're standing in the divine and people are coming at us, oh, but this is wrong, and this is wrong, and this is wrong, and this is wrong. And if we're standing in the divine, then we can go, nope, thank you. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate your expression. And no, I'm not accepting that. I'm choosing good. I'm choosing the knowingness of the divine. I'm choosing my oneness. I choose to be happy, because all of that now is not going to make me happy. There's no happiness in that, but there's happiness in here, and I choose to be happy. I project that into the world. I'm going to the Anton conference Monday. Anton is the umbrella organization for CCL. They support us, give us guidance, support. It's wonderful. And this year, we have like 60 less people going to the Anton conference. Two of the presenters have already pared down what they're doing. There's less people. There's the pandemic. We're going to have to wear masks and yada, 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 yada. And I can't wait to go. I am so stoked, because I'm excited about what's the possibility of this conference. I get to be with a bunch of people who are like-minded, who are speaking the same language that I'm speaking, who are there in support and love, people that I haven't seen for 2 years that I love. So I'm choosing to see that. I'm choosing to be excited about this conference, because I know that all of the things that I love and all of the things that I know about this conference are going to be there, because I'm putting it into the law. I'm projecting that into this conference. People ask me when I go on vacation or whatever, they go, have a good time. And I say, you can count on that. Every time I say, you can count on that. Because nothing that is going to happen is going to keep me from having a good time, because it's not about what's happening. It's about who I'm being and what I'm projecting out into the world. And I'm projecting, I'm going to have a good time. No matter what, no matter what's there, I'm going to have a good time. I can't wait to see Martha. I can't wait to Reverend Carol, Regina, and Marlene and I are going. And I can't wait to spend the time with them. We had a blast the last time. So whatever is there is perfect. It is what it is, because, and I know it's going to be great, because I'm projecting that into it. Because I'm saying it's going to be great. I'm standing in that it's going to be great. Abraham Hicks talks about, hold on, I got to get it right. Pre-manifestational awareness and post-manifestational awareness. manifestational awareness is when something's done, it's manifested in your life. And either you like it or you don't like it. But if you don't like it, then you can look at your life and go, okay, what was my thinking that brought this forth? Why did this happen? Because it's my thinking. So why did it happen? And then you can alter your thinking from that point. But pre-manifestational awareness is getting out ahead of it, is projecting into whatever you're doing, just like I'm doing with this Anton conference. I'm projecting into it before it ever happens that it's going to be miraculous, that it's going to be fabulous, it's going to be great. I can't wait. I'm so excited. And then what shows up, what manifests from that is I'm going to have a great time. So happiness is a choice in every single moment. You want to be happy, you want to be right. Because being right, for the most part, is not going to make you happy. It's going to make you, they shouldn't have done this, they shouldn't have done that. I'm right, I'm righteous, I'm good. And they're not. The most wonderful thing that I love about the story about the little girl is that you got to see the fact that that gentleman wasn't just one thing. He wasn't just a curmudgeon. He wasn't just this. He was also loving and kind and sharing. And it took that little girl to bring that out in him, because she knew the truth of who he is. She knew the good in him and wasn't going to back down. Everybody else in the airport went, I'm not touching that guy. I don't want anything to do with him. But she stood in that people are good, that there is good in everyone. And there has to be, because the divine is there. God is where everyone is. God isn't in here. So we have to be good. There has to be good within us, because the divine is right there, guiding us, loving us, for us. So there has to be good in everyone, everyone. So look for the good, project that out into the future, project happiness out in the future, out into your world, and you'll find it. I promise. The thing that I love about the research that Dr. Perry is doing is that he proves that our thinking is causative, that as we think, it shows up. He's sitting there going, this is how the mind works. When we look for the good, boom, it shows up. When we project out good, boom, it shows up, because we're looking for it. He's supporting exactly what Holmes is saying. It is done unto you as you believe. Well, this is Jesus. It is done unto you as you believe. Jesus said that. Holmes said, our thoughts are creative. That we create the world around us through our thoughts and our beliefs. And a belief is just a thought that we think over and over and over and over again. So if we keep thinking that God, that I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I'm not this, then it's a belief. That's the wonderful thing about foundations, is that we get to look at our beliefs. We get to break them down and say, does this belief work for me? Does it support me? Does it make my life happy? Does it make me happy? Does this belief support me? And then once we get a handle on the belief and we find the belief, then we can alter the belief. Then we can go, no, that doesn't support me. I'm not going to believe that anymore. I'm not going to support that thought. I'm not going to project that out into the world anymore. I want to be happy. And it's all up to us. It's all within. It's all an inside job. So don't worry. Be happy. It's a beingness. I love you all. Be happy. Project that love, project that happiness into the world. And I promise you, you'll see it. It'll come back tenfold. I love you all. Let me find my, sorry. Next, we have our offertory blessing read by Kathy Miller. Sorry, Kathy.
Thank you, Reverend Paul. I'm looking for it. I just posted it and I lost it in the chat. Ooh,
It's
okay, I should know it. There you go. Beautiful. Thank you. You spoke to me. And as we all, please join me in reciting the offertory blessing that you can find in the chat room. Thank you, God, for this abundance that is mine to share. I bless this gift and give it to thee in gratitude and joy, knowing that as I give, I do receive.
So that is such an important affirmation. The thing that I want to say about it is, as I give, I do receive. If we project that out into the world, just think of what that is. If we're projecting out into the world, as I give, I do receive. To the degree that we're putting that out there, when it comes back, it's tenfold. So givingness, it's a part of the divine. The divine gives to us infinitely, unconditionally, and we receive. So give and we receive. So now we have the amazing Jackie Greggs and Daille Ketrell.
All right. And before we start, if we all could just check our mics, make sure that we are muted, because we are picking up some other sound from an open mic. So just check that. So all righty. Such a beautiful, beautiful message, Reverend Paul. And in order to be happy, you just got to say yes to whatever is. So we're going to do this song by Eddie Watkins Jr. Sing yes, and come on and sing yes with us. Oh, yeah. It could be that we agree to live in harmony and set aside all that divides for the sake of humanity. Would you say yes? Yes, yes, yes. If it could be that we agree to meet on common ground, plant the tree and spread the fruit of love all around, would you say yes? Yes, yes, yes. Well, come on, everybody, sing with me. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. If you believe in you and me, sing yes, yes, yes. If you believe like I believe, we can make a better world. Listening to each other till every voice is heard. Would you say yes? Yes, yes, yes. With faith to faith, we can find a way to end poverty, so all can live with dignity from sea to shining sea. Yes, we say yes. Come on, everybody, sing with me. Yes, yes, yes. Come on, sing yes. Yes, yes, yes. If you believe in you and me, sing yes, yes, yes. Come on, everybody, sing with me. Yes, yes, yes. Sing yes to happiness. Yes, yes. If you believe with you and me, sing yes, yes, yes. I don't see y'all's mouths moving, so we're going to sing it again. Come on, sing it. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. If you believe in you and me, sing yes, Yes, yes. Come on, yes to a wonderful week. Come on, sing it with me. Yes, yes, yes. Yes to love. Yes, yes, yes to happiness. You and me sing. Yes, yes, yes. Come on. Won't you sing? Yes, yes, yes. Sing with me. Yes, 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 yes. If you believe in you and me, sing. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Beautiful, Jackie Dale. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now we have a blessing for people who are here for the first time. I've seen a couple of new faces, but this is also for all of us. So if you'll raise your hands and repeat after me. Welcome to the Center for Conscious Living. We are a heart-centered spiritual community. We open ourselves to you in love. We recognize the perfection of God within you. We celebrate the joyous being that you are. You are a radiant point of light. And we are blessed by your presence. Welcome home. Thank you all for being here. Now we have, I think it may be in the chat. I'm gonna do the small version of the Mastermind Covenant. The love of God enfolds me. The mind of God inspires me. The Spirit of God enlightens me. The power of God encircles me. I am in God and all is well. For I am enthusiastic, excited, expectant, and at peace. So turn to your neighbor and say, I am grateful God has heard you. So hold on, let me find it. There it is. I got 12 million papers here. I actually cleaned up my my desk and stuff, so I actually was able to find the papers. So the announcements. First and foremost, I want to let you know November, is it not on here? I think it's November 14th. There it is. November 14th, Sunday service. Rick Moss is doing the talk. And afterwards, he's doing a workshop. Rick Moss is profound. Rick Moss is a gentle, loving, brilliant soul. I call him a friend, and he calls me a friend, and I'm so honored to be a friend of his. His insights, his knowingness, his connection with the divine and his consciousness are just so right on. His work is very divinely inspired. He's got a number of sessions, things that he works with us on, things that he's developed, and he'll go inside and get divine inspiration to do this process or this process or this process for whoever the group is. He's just amazing. I love him dearly. So if you can be there on Sunday and stay for the workshop. I'm almost positive you can go to the website and sign up through the website. If you haven't seen our website, go to our website. It's wonderful. Marlene busted her butt on it, and it's wonderful. So come see Rick Moss and come do the workshop afterwards. Next Saturday, the 30th, 11:30, Laurel Acres Park, the place we had the picnic the last time. We're having another picnic next Saturday, 1 to 4, the 30th. Yeah, next Saturday, 1 to 4 at Laurel Acres Park. It's the same gazebo, the same place that we were at. Bring food, bring yourselves, bring your love. Let's commune and be together. It was beautiful the last time, and we wanted to do it again. So please come join us. We'll have stuff to plates and stuff like that for it. I'll have the sign out there, the Center for Conscious Living sign, so you'll know exactly where we are. And just project into it that it's going to be fabulous. So come join us, because it's going to be wonderful. We're still doing the fundraiser on the community solar. If I understand correctly, and I think I do, that they're offering community solar has a big field of solar panels. And what we're doing when we sign up for community solar is that they are our source of energy. We're buying into their source of energy, which obviously is cheaper because they're getting their energy from solar power. It's electric. It has nothing to do with gas. It's electric. So everything goes through PSE&G. They do the billing. They do all of that. All this is a different provider of the energy. So we get a percentage of the people that sign up for the community solar. So it's a legitimate thing. It's not, you're not going to change your bill from PSE&G. You're not going to, PSE is just going to, will do all the billing, all of that stuff. It's just a cheaper provider of energy. Junie, did I get that right?
Well, it's a little more complicated than that, but basically,
So tell me.
sure.
Yeah.
So it's a program through the state of New Jersey. It's brand new. The solar farm is right up the street in Delanco. You can go drive by it. And it recently opened. It's called the Tri-County Solar Farm. It's for, if you pay an electric bill through PSE&G in Camden, Burlington, or Mercer counties, you'll get a discount on your electricity usage. And you don't even need a roof, as long as you're paying a bill. Apartment renters, condos, there's nothing to put on your roof. There's no wiring or anything like that. And it doesn't cost anything. There are no upfront fees. You don't have to buy or rent or have a lease. You can cancel anytime. Almost seems too good to be true. And the discount is guaranteed for 20 years. Oh, I'd love to have a discount for 20 years. But the big reason we're doing this is it is a fundraiser. Community Solar, this group is offering to give CCL $200 for everyone who signs up until November 30th. And you have to register through a special link. So, oh, there's something else we didn't mention last week. Thank you all for coming to the meeting that we had last Tuesday. We're having another one this Tuesday evening. So if you want to come back and ask more questions, or if you haven't had a chance to find out about it, please come. You'd be very welcome, and we'll talk all about it. But one thing we found out last week that we didn't know and didn't mention is that in addition, if you sign up or register for this, will get a $100 gift card. In addition to the $200, it comes back to CCL. So you're going to do something good for the environment. You're going to get a little discount on your electric bill. We don't know how much. And you're going to support CCL with $200, and you're going to get a gift card. Oh boy, Christmas. Anyway, please come on Tuesday night. Marty has posted the Zoom link, and I don't know how else we can get it to you, but check with us, call Marty or call me, and the Zoom link is in the chat. So if you copy the chat, you'll have that. So come Tuesday. We'll see you there.
Thank you, June. Not only are we helping CCL and you're helping yourself, we're helping the environment because we're getting our energy from solar. We're not screwing up the earth. We're not coal, none of that. It's all natural. It's from the sun, and we're helping the earth. So there's another reason to do this. Red tent is 11/6. Kathy, you want to talk anything about that? November 6th?
Yes, thank you, Reverend Paul.
Sure.
Yes, we have a beautiful host. Christine Hopkins has opened her home to us on November 6th. So all the women in the congregation, anyone you know, please invite them. And you can contact myself or Renee Trelles to find out, or Christine, if you would like, to find out her home address. So please be there. It's going to be a creative, fun gathering because we have our creative Christine, who's going to we're going to decide on some wonderful activity as well as sharing, and always sharing some delicious food and snacks. So thank you. And Reverend Paul, may I say another
Yes,
thing?
go ahead.
Just
Go ahead.
one thing, just to clarify, because we have the beautiful pine barrens and so much mountain laurel, we have many laurel parks. So please note that the picnic is at Laurel Acres Park. Last week for the beautiful open house, the meet and greet for Reverend Catherine, we were at Laurel Run. So this next Saturday is Laurel Acres. I did put the address in the chat. So we're just so abundant and blessed with all this laurel. So just to clarify that. And I wanted to thank everyone. The goodness of this community, the openness, the open hearts, the beautiful welcoming of one of our candidate for senior minister. Thank you all for coming out and meeting Reverend Catherine and opening your hearts and your minds to having a chat with her. It was beautiful. And I just want to let you know from the selection committee and the stewardship council that we are exploring even more ways to have community engagement. We want to hear from each and every person as we go through this process. So thank you all so much. And please look forward to other opportunities that we put out to hear from all of you, because this is our community. We are a collective whole. We are one, and we want to hear from each and every person. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Kathy. Beautiful. This is a process. It's a process of, hey, does this person fit? Do we connect? Do we relate to this person? So it is a process, and that's what we're doing, is we're going through the process. Nothing set in stone. You don't have to worry about anything. It is a process, and that's what we're going through. All right. So, and we're just like Kathy said, we're asking for your input, because this is your church. This is your center. We do this. If without you, we got nothing. We're talking to nobody. So this is your center. Be involved in it. Take ownership of it. Be the amazing expression of God that you are, and show that in this space, to us, to the world. So I just want to invite you to that you are so loved and supported, that we're here for you. We do this for you. BIPOC, I don't think if I saw Haji here. Anyhow, is held off until till next year. I'm not sure if it's January. We'll let you know. Julie Fisher's still doing the chanting. Chant away. Wake up every morning with Reverend Julie and doing chanting. It's like 20 minutes. It's a great way to start your day. You get centered in the divine, and then your whole day you're projecting into the day how beautiful life is. and how wonderful and how happy we are. I think that's got it. I don't think there are any more announcements. So let's go back to Jackie. Jackie. There she is. I'm sorry. I'm going around the. You're on mute, sweetie.
All right.
There you go. Jackie Gregson, Daille Ketrell.
All right. So this is our last song for today. Until next Sunday. All right. God's love keeps lifting me higher and higher. Have Reverend Paul sing with us.
No, you don't want that.
Oh yeah, yeah. God's love keeps lifting me higher than I've ever been lifted before. So keep it up, quench my desire. You'll be at your side forevermore. Sing with me. You know God's love keeps lifting, keeps on lifting higher, higher and higher. I said God's love keeps on lifting higher, higher and higher. Now once I was downhearted, disappointment was my closest friend. But then you came and it soon departed. It'll never show his face again. I said God's love keeps lifting me. Just on lifting me higher and higher. I said God's love, it keeps on lifting higher and higher. I'm so glad that I finally found it. Yes, that one in a million years. Now with you, I can step and stand up, and I'll stand up and face this world again. Come on, sing. Say God's love, it keeps on lifting higher and higher, higher and higher. I said God's love, it keep on lifting higher and higher. All right now, come on. I said God's love keeps on lifting higher and higher, higher and higher. I said God's love, it keeps on lifting higher and higher. I said God's love keeps lifting me, just on lifting me higher and higher. God's love keeps lifting me, keeps on lifting me higher and higher.
Thank you, Jackie and Daille, lifting me higher. There's one more announcement I want to make real quick. Next Sunday, we have our own fabulous, wonderful Cassandra Butler doing the talk. So come join us. So Reverend Cassandra Butler is going to be here doing the talk. So please come join us. She is just so wonderful. In practitioner, I wasn't in her practitioner training, but when she'd come in and talk to the practitioner class, she would do prayers, and she'd do the ABC prayers, and she'd do aspects of the divine. God is, and an A word and a B word and a C word. And it's just like, oh my God, how does she keep it? And it was just God flowing through her. And it was just like, man, I loved hearing it. It was great. So please come join us. Cassandra is just a beautiful light, a wonderful expression of God. So be here next Sunday to listen to her talk. So now we're turning to Reverend Sue with our concluding affirmation.
Well, I am just floating in love and gratitude and appreciation. Thank you, Jackie and Gail. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Marty and June. Thank you, everyone, for being here and creating this magical moment. But I especially want to thank you, Reverend Paul. That was an extraordinarily magical, mystical journey into uplifting all of us. And I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And
Thank
just
you.
know we're all saying yes, yes, yes to knowing you are having a glorious, fantastic time at Anton. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So now let's all say this together, okay? You can unmute yourselves.
Unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself. And let's all join in this magical room that we're in. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening.
It is this thing called life.
This is
This
called
is
life.
thing called life.
God,
Thing called life.
Life is in my
mind,
body.
Life is
Life is in my
life
mind.
is in my feelings, life
Life
is
is
in
in
all of
my
my
Feeling.
activities.
Life is in all my
Receive
activities.
it, share it, I am
In
it.
all my
Receive it,
activities.
share it, I am it, and it is.
I
Say
accept
that
it
it is.
just the
Thank you,
way
guys.
that
That's
is.
for all of this week.
Just
All
the
say
Life
yes, 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 yes.
Great job, everybody.
Awesome,
Be happy.
awesome. Best sermon ever, Reverend Paul. Yay.
Yay.
You knocked it
Yeah.
out of the park.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love you all.
Beautiful.
Have a
Thank
great
you.
week. Have a great week. Thanks for being here. Hey, Katura.
Thank you for everybody.
Thank you. Thank you,
Hey.
Stephen. Love you. Love you all.
Love you,
Love you
Paul.
too. Bye-bye.
Beautiful service again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Reverend
Lisa,
Catherine.
thanks.
It's good to see you. Every week we see you.
Yes,
Good to see everybody.
awesome.
Hey, Katura, how are you doing today?
I love it. I love it, Christina.
Hey, wait, welcome, Stephen Kressel.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome,
Good to
Stephen.
see you.
I'm still having trouble
Here.
talking to the group as opposed to one person. So if somebody can help me. Somebody was trying, but it's not working for me.
Yeah, it's sometimes Zoom doesn't do what we'd like it to do. So I was trying to mute you and you weren't on the list. So it gets
That's
wacky
okay. I
sometimes.
can't get from chat to message everybody. I don't know how to, I can't see.
Oh, yeah, yes, okay,
If you'll,
I mean, if somebody
there
could do that
should be-
offline with me, I'd appreciate it.
okay.
Stephen,
Okay,
at the very bottom, it'll say 2. Do you see that?
No.
In the chat.
In the chat room.
In the
Right.
chat?
So
Did
if I
you go to
open
the
up,
chat
if I open up the icon that says chat,
Yeah.
all I get to, nothing happens on the chat. To the right, I get a list of everybody. That's all I get.
Oh, that's the
That's
participants
participation.
list rather than the
That's
chat
participants.
list.
I'm not getting a 2.
Oh, you're not getting the chat?
okay.
You're not seeing what's up there? Sorry.
I'm
Even
seeing
when-
the messages, yes.
Oh, so in the
At the very
messages,
bottom down.
You have to scroll.
right on the
You have to
bottom of those
scroll all the way
messages,
down
it's
to the bottom.
Yeah, scroll all the way down.
And then you'll
All
see
the way
TO
down.
colon and a little caret, a little downward pointing little V.
You see that?
Not yet. Working on it. Sorry.
Yeah, keep
That's
scrolling
good. Just
That's a
down.
scroll
long
all the way
list.
down.
That's a long.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
it's a lot
You
of,
gotta scroll. Gotta keep up.
You're
Scroll
a
and
chatty
scroll.
bunch, Steve.
Right.
Yeah,
Call you Steven or Steve?
Steven, it's fine, but I don't want to keep everybody's time, so this is still
Oh,
scrolling
no,
down.
wait, this is
There are
our,
some good
this is our
videos
coffee
on
hour.
YouTube, Stephen, that you can watch that will
Yeah,
give
there
you
you
the
go.
information.
Oh,
While
good morning.
this is scrolling, are we going to meet as a group in person at some point? Obviously,
At
yes.
the beginning of the year.
Hope so.
At the
January.
beginning of the year, in
January.
January, we're going to
Absolutely.
start doing
And the picnic.
live services.
Oh,
And
come to the
please join us
picnic.
next Saturday at
Try to
the
try,
picnic.
absolutely, absolutely.
Mhm.
So this is still
Yeah.
scrolling. While I get to the bottom, what do I do? Just quickly?
At the bottom, it'll say to. It'll say to ... and next to it is a word, either everybody or somebody who is on the Zoom.
Okay.
So there's an arrow down next to whatever the word is. You click on that word and everybody will come up.
All right.
Everybody you want to chat to will come up. And
Okay.
then you click on them. If you want to do everybody, everybody's at the very top, and you click on everybody, and whatever your message is will go out to everybody.
Okay, I'll try it.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Anytime.
Yeah.
We're here to please.
Thank you.
So thanks for being
See
here.
you
Stephen.
all. Have a
Thank
great
you.
week.
Everybody have a great week. I'm going to.
All right, I know
Yes,
you.
I
Safe
am-
travels, Paul, to
envious.
you and our.
Thank
Don't
you.
think
Thank
about us,
Contingent.
Reverend Paul.
Right.
We'll be fine. We'll just continue on.
Well modeled.
I
through.
know that the divine is taking care of all of you.
No, I know, and I'm just being
Right.
silly.
I know.
Have a great time. Love
Hi,
you all.
Sarah
Bye.
and Tim, how are you
Thanks.
Hi,
doing?
Love you guys. Good to
Paul.
see you, Keturah.
Hi, Felicia.
Bye.
Good to see
Hello,
you,
Mia.
Stephen.
June.
Hey,
I'll see
Sarah.
you, June.
Love you,
I'll
dude.
see you next week.
Hi, Sarah and Tim.
Okay.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Have a good time. Don't do
Paul.
too much partying, Reverend Paul.
Hi.
Not to party.
Well, do as much partying as you'd like.
Hi, Reverend Paul.
I'll take that.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Take care. Bye now.
Hi, Sarah and Tim. Love you
Hi.
guys.
I love you, everybody.
Hi, it's so good to see
Good to
you.
hear you.
We'd have to go for a walk soon. Bye, bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
Hi, Selena.
Oh, hello. Beautiful.
Oh, there's some.
I love the story of the what happened in the airport.
Airport. Isn't that great? When I heard it, I went, oh my God, I've got to express this. It was just so uplifting and so wonderful. That's the divine, though.
It's when you live without fear. And that's what
Yes.
you do. They don't have the fear, they don't have the judgment.
Nope.
And
Nope.
it's a beautiful place to be in our minds.
Yeah. Yeah. And the lesson is that we can do that,
Yes.
is that we have that ability. We have that choice.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Love you
thank
guys.
Guys, I'm just sorry. I'm down at the very bottom of the scroll. And I don't,
Of the
now
chat.
what do I do? I don't see anything here.
So are you
Right.
sure
So
you're,
what-
Stephen,
what
are
am I
you sure
looking
you're in
for?
the chat?
I believe so. I just spent 5 minutes going all the way to the bottom of this list of these,
Okay.
these questions.
All right. So do you see the two?
No, I do not.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm
Let
on
me
the right
see.
side, participants, and then chat. Yes, chat. Okay. Yes, I do. And let me hit this little arrow to the left. It says close minimum pop out. That's not it, obviously. And I am at the bottom. And then to the bottom is to a particular person who was trying to help me. But that's it.
So you see the two.
Well, yeah, I got the two. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay. So next to the two, what does it say?
There's a person's name and then an arrow down.
So click on the arrow down.
Okay. Oh, I see everyone. Beautiful.
There you go. Click on everyone.
All right, I did.
You got it.
So I'm
You
good.
got it.
Thank
Or
you.
if you want an individual message to somebody, you just click on their name
I'm good.
and it'll go to them.
All right. Thanks a lot.
But Stephen, watch out, because when you click on a particular person's name, you've got to go back in and change it to everybody if you want it to go out to everybody.
2021, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh
Appreciate
yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for being here. See you again.
Bye-bye.
See you guys. I love you. I got to go get ready.
I love you. Have a good
Count on it. Love you guys. Good Good to see you, Stephen. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Stephen, you're muted. Stephen? Stephen? Oh, Stephen.
Unmute. I'm back.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Because
Yeah,
you were saying a bunch of wonderful things, but I couldn't hear them.
I know. I know. I just wish everybody a blessed week.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you. Love you.
yeah. I love you too, Paul. And as ever, regards to your beautiful family.
Will do. Will do. Did I tell you that Jacqueline and Ryan are buying Reverend Carol's house?
Oh, they are. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. And the
Yes.
deal went through. You
They're
told me
they're
about
still
it.
doing, yeah, they're still doing stuff but it's
Okay.
gonna go through. They're both committed that it's gonna happen. So
Beautiful. Wish him a
yep,
lot of luck for me.
will do. I'll give Jack a hug for you.
Yeah, oh, please, please.
All righty.
All
I
right.
love
Yeah.
you.
Love you too,
Bye bye.
Paul. I'll see you next.
I know that.
Right.
Bye bye.
Bye.